we've got our lovely medium, Melinda Cadey, here with us today. Is there anybody that's new? You're like, I don't even know anything about this stuff. You're just mucking me around now. Yeah, they're just mucking me around now. If you've got a phone, can you switch it on silent, please? I'm not going to ask you to turn it off because I know there's important stuff that goes on in phones. Mine's not off, mine's on. So that's all good. You're just worried that it's going to start going off and Ghosty can start playing with the stereo, aren't you? You just like, we know what's going to happen. Would you mind doing a lovely little opening prayer for us, please?
Sorry.
No, it's all right. You don't mind.
Good evening. And it's lovely to be back here tonight. If you'd just like to join as we just open up the evening, just close your eyes and just enter into the beautiful peace and silence which lays within this room, and leave any cares and any worries outside the door just for a short while. Oh dear Father God, divine Spirit of infinite love, as we gather here tonight as one, we do ask those thoughts of healing tonight to go out into the world where healing is so badly needed. We think of our own loved ones, and we think of those on beds of sickness tonight, wherever they may be. We think of those that are passed this week, and we ask for your healing and your love and your strength to be left with those that are grieving. We ask for healing and love to go out into the wider world where there's war, hatred and divide, and we ask for love and for peace. We ask for your divine guidance to be placed around all those heads that sit in power, that they may use their power wisely for the good of all mankind. We think of all within this world, and we do ask for the children and young people, those that do not know the meaning of love or compassion that hasn't been given or shown to them, those children that see so much violence and hatred and which shouldn't be witnessed by them. And in that asking, we know, dear Father, that you are aware of every soul who are in need. We ask for all those that are starving tonight and homeless, and we ask where there's those without food, may food be offered, and those without shelter, may shelter be given. We ask, dear Father, tonight I ask that my guides and inspirers join close, and I simply open up my heart and my mind and I take their hand and we work as one. I simply leave myself, dear Father, in your hands, and I know that all will be well. Amen.
We've got ourselves our lovely little healing book here, and Michael's kindly written out the stuff for me so that you don't have to have my waffling. So I'm going to read it out. If you've written your name down in the book, that's awesome. I'm going to read them out. If not, don't worry about it. Just pop it up at the end and healing will still go out. So it's all good. Great Spirit of love and wisdom, we ask upliftment for all those in need far and wide, and healing to those read out below. We say thank you for our many blessings, and may their blessings be to all humans. Amen. So we've got Tony Knott, Jenny, Tony, Tara, Maureen, Peter, Joan, Karen, Lee, got another Lee by the looks of it, got Lee twice, Sarah, Steve, Ronnie, Mick, Medium family, Kat, Darren, Sheila, Tasha, Rowena, Suzanne and Maureen. So if we can just bow our heads and have a little minute silence for them, just send out some nice, lovely little healing thoughts, and then I'm going to make you all stand up and help me sing this lovely little healing hymn we got there, because I do not want to sing on my own, you don't want to hear that. Right, I'm not going to make everyone sit here for hours. We all just want a nice little healing fort. So, up top. Everybody up. Right, we're going on the count of 3, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Gracious Spirit of thy goodness, hear our anxious prayer. Take our loved ones who are suffering, neath thy tender care. Loving Father, hear us, hear us. Gracious Spirit, with thy presence, shed a healing ray, turning all their nights of darkness into glorious day. Loving Father, hear us, hear us. Gracious Spirit, shouldst thou claim them, be their light and guide. Lead them to thy heavenly kingdom, safely by thy side. Loving Father, hear us, hear us. Beautiful. Right. Got a tiny little reading for everybody tonight, just because I'm here and I'm chatting, might as well. Some churches do philosophy, some churches do just a little talk. I'm sure Melinda's going to give us a lovely little address at the moment, but I like to be a little bit different. I like to bring a little bit of real world stuff in with my readings occasionally. So I've got these lovely little magazines that I read every now and then, and I like to pick an inspiring little story. And this is one that I think a lot of people don't really think about when they think of coming to church and talking to spirit and getting spirit communication. And that's getting little visits from our beloved animals. So as a psychic, I get a lot of my spirit family popping in from time to time to give a message or to talk to me. For years, I kept getting the name Peggy, and I assumed it must be a family member in spirit. I asked my mum about it, but she couldn't work out any connection. I'm getting that name Peggy again, I told Mum one day. But this time, I'm seeing a picture of a pig. How strange. My mum's eyes welled up with tears. Oh my goodness, Peggy was your grandmother's guinea pig. For years, my mum had been trying to connect the name to a person when it was really a beloved family pet the whole time. Another time, my grandmother came through to tell me that she was awaiting the arrival of my mum's dog, Broke. I decided not to pass this message on to my mum because she'd be very upset. Within 2 weeks, the dog had gotten very ill and was taken to the vet, where they ended up being put to sleep. The day it happened, my grandmother came through again. It's okay, I've got him, she told me, and I made a point of checking my watch. And when I spoke to my mum later, I was told that the exact time they put the beloved dog to sleep was when my nan came through. I've also had experiences from other people's pets coming in visitation. A lady asked me for a reading and said she was desperate because there was someone in particular she wanted to connect with. I did the lady's reading, waiting to see if this particular person came through, but nothing showed up. I read her cards and still nothing. I could see the disappointment in her face and I felt absolutely terrible, but such is the case and these things can't be forced. During her reading, I felt a few animals coming through, but conscious of the woman's wishes to speak to a particular individual, I decided not to mention these until the end of the reading. As the reading came to an end, I said, okay, just to finish off, I've also felt a black and white cat called Mole in the room. The woman's face instantly lit up as she started to cry. It turned out that she'd actually been desperate to hear from her beloved pet cat. It made me realise that you can never underestimate the love between a pet and an owner. Would you like to give us a little talk? Go with your stuff. There you go.
Oh, thank you. Right. This last week has been a bit of an emotional week because my nephew, who I'm very close to, is the son that I've never had. He had a black Labrador, him and his wife, called Henry. And Henry was 2 years old and very nervous dog. Anyway, they went away to Spain for their wedding anniversary, and Martin's not very good at flying, but he managed to go. Left Henry with a dog sitter. And the dog sitter took Henry for a walk, didn't have him on the lead. Henry bolted and got run over and killed. So it's been a bit of an emotional week, but a couple of days ago I did see Henry. Now I know my nephew is very, very aware himself. He has dreams. And I know that he's seen Henry this week in a dream. And you know, animals are a part of our life. A few years ago, and it was a few years ago, I had what we call a near-death experience, I suppose. But it took away my fear of actually passing. And I had a little Jack Russell years ago called Ben, and he always slept at the bottom of my bed, and I always used to cover him up, and all he could see is a little black nose. And he was no trouble whatsoever at all. But I had a really bad chest infection, and the doctor come out, and this is several years ago now, and said to my mum, "I'm coming out tomorrow. If Melinda's no better, take her into hospital." Well, during the night, I knew I wasn't breathing. It's the only way I could describe it. And I was in a tunnel. And all I could see was this light. And I was happily heading towards it. There was no qualms, there was no fear, there was nothing. And Ben, by then, had to be put to sleep because he had Cushing's disease. This is going back several years ago now. But all of a sudden, while I was in this tunnel heading towards this light, I could feel this dog on the bottom of my bed. And I knew it was Ben. And I could feel him walking along. And all of a sudden, these hands, and the only way I could describe them was they were freezing, like they come out of a fridge, basically. And they were strong, and they grabbed hold of my ankles, and they shook me. And I came round, you know. Now I managed to get out of bed, and I sat on the side of the bed, and I breathed a bit, and then I went back to bed, and I felt so hot. And the next morning the doctor came out and she checked me over and she said, "Oh, you're much better," she said. She said, "Fine." I was on antibiotics. A couple of days later I was fine. But as I say, that took away my fear of passing, because the actual peace that I felt heading towards that light was wonderful. But also Ben was there with me, as Henry will be there as well. The Rainbow Bridge. I don't know if anyone's heard the poem, the beautiful poem, The Rainbow Bridge. Google it. It's about animals passing. It's beautiful. Also, several years later, my dad, we had a dog from Battersea, and when he had all his hair, I could see him sitting there. I know Benson and Ben are sitting there. And Benson looked like a big brown bear. That's the only way you could describe him. And this dog could have jumped any fence. And he came to us, never tried to escape at all. Anyway, after I lost my dad, we still have Benson. And then his back legs went. He was 14. And at 3 o'clock in the morning, the vet came out and he had to be put to sleep. But before the vet turned up, I said to Benson, "Go and find Dad." Take it away. Anyway, several months later, after, this is before I became a rostrum medium, so it was 18 years ago. No, it's more than that, actually. Oh, yeah, it's more than that, but 20 years ago. I went to have a reading with a lovely lady called Mary Eggleton. You know, I sat down on the sofa and she looked at me and she said, "You lost a dog, haven't you?" She described Benson to a T. She said his back legs went. She said, "Your dad's here," gave me evidence of Dad. She said, "Your dad's saying he's got the dog." And they are, take it away, they are very, very much a part of our life. They are part of the family. As another human, They are part of a family, and as such they should be loved as part of a family. And not only our pets, so domestic pets, but all the animals. I love the birds. I love watching the birds in the morning. I love watching the blackbirds chase each other and the robins. And they cost me an arm and a leg. I always have a squirrel that comes along, and he knows when I put the nuts out, and he waits for me now. But I was hanging some washing out quite a while ago, and this blackbird landed right close to me. Now, me and birds, I've always had a fear of birds landing on me, always. And I looked at this blackbird and I thought, no, I won't move. And it was looking at me like this. And I said, it's all right, I'm not going to hurt you. And he was literally like there, and I was here. And I put some bread out right in front, and he right down at my feet, picked the bread up and flew away. And someone said to me, can see the light around you. They can pick up the fear if you're afraid of them. And they can see when you're not afraid of them. And I believe that goes for all animals. All animals. But the other thing my friend just wants me to come across here and say is, as I felt that peace at that time when I was in that tunnel, and it took away that fear of passing. But our loved ones are there, and when we pass, they're there to meet us. But they're there with us all day, most days. I know if my mum and my dad aren't with me, my nan and my granddad are with me, and I know they go back and they snitch on me. They listen to our phone calls. They do. They know our friends. They know what's going on around us. They know if one of our friends is not well, and they will mention a name, enough so they need healing. And in my daily job, which can be quite, let's say, difficult, if I'm in a meeting and I need something to say, and I think, what can I say? They give me something to say. And when I come out of working with children with severe autism, I have a doctor of the mind that works with me, and I get so much information about that child. And I think it's wonderful. I feel really blessed that I'm aware, literally. So I want to say that all of you here tonight are here for a reason. If you are new here tonight, you're here for a reason. Okay? I don't believe in consequences. I do not believe that there is such a thing as a consequence. If a friend or a name comes into your mind and you haven't seen them for a while, lo and behold, weeks or whatever time, you'll either bump into them or bump into someone else that knows them. And if you get a gut feeling, it's going to happen today, I bet that does happen. Because there's no such thing as a consequence. Spirits speak to all of us. It's up to us whether we listen. But they speak to all of us all the time. And everyone has someone that walks with them. Whether people in this world and say we're not aware, when you're dead, you're dead, their loved ones walk beside them. And so do other people that walk along with us. It's not just the platform medium that has an angel or a guide. Everyone does. Okay? We're not unique up here. It's just that I choose to do what I do. And I was asked many years ago, and I got into bed one night after Circle, and I lay there and they said to me, well, are you going to work for us? And I went, yeah, I will. And I never thought for 1 minute 17 years ago that I'd be standing up here doing platform work, but they dangle a carrot in front of you and you get very, very difficult to say no to that carrot. But please be aware that all of you, this hall is packed, okay? So please take Spirit's love. Thank you.
Right, well, if you want to get on with
Carry on.
Yeah, I've got nothing else to say. I mean, I can talk if you want me to, but I've got nothing else to say, so. There you go, tell them off.
I just want to say that if anyone's never seen me work before, I don't see lights over people's heads. I literally go where the energy takes me. I need your voice communication back because that makes the link stronger. And yes or a no. Okay, if it is no, say no. And I need a smile. It's not a miserable time. It's not a miserable time, okay? As I say, there's quite a few in here tonight, okay? And yes, thank you. And I want to go to my friend there at the back. You've got your arms crossed. You're always like I've told him off, haven't I?
Yeah, he's always guilty. He's always guilty, that one. Guilty.
The power. I've forgotten your name.
Russell.
Thank you. I know that's my age. It's not you. Right, Russell. Russell, are you writing those thoughts down? Oh, Russell. You can see him standing there behind you. You've got such a gift, okay? You've got to believe in yourself. All right, you've got a granddad standing there behind you, and I want to say you look like this gentleman, okay? I've got to go on mum's side of the family.
Yeah.
Can you understand that granddad was a hard-working man?
Yeah.
And I want to say a very physically strong man in his youth, very physically strong.
Right.
And he was he had deep thoughts as well. He was a deep thinker, he was a plodder, he's telling me, he used to plod through life.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
And he's saying that you follow after him because you think deeply as well. But sometimes you go too deep, he's saying. Don't make the mistakes, son, that I made. He said you've got to lift your thoughts and lift your head a little bit, okay? It's not all doom and gloom, okay?
Yeah, no.
But he's just saying he wants to encourage you.
Right.
Who's Jonathan in spirit, please? John or Jonathan? I want to go on father's side of the family.
Yeah, I think it is probably that. Yeah.
And I've got to give James, would have been known as Jim as well. As the names come through, I have to give them.
Right.
And again, I have to give the name of Henry as well. But I want to go to Henry as a man, not a pet.
Yeah.
Okay?
Can't picture that.
I want to say there's a side of the family that no one knows much about. Can you understand?
That is a side. It's
Yeah.
just.
And if someone was to trace this side of the tree, you'd find a lot of interesting things. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
It's like with you, I've got a great big jigsaw puzzle here, but there's bits missing. Okay? And you can only be who you are. And you're a lovely man. You are a lovely man, okay? And you've got to believe that. You've got to believe that in yourself, okay? They're not telling you off here. This man is not telling you off,
No.
okay? I've got a lady that comes in with him, and I want to give her Nan on mum's side of the family.
Yeah.
Can you understand that Nan was a busy lady?
Yeah, it was.
She was a busy lady. I want to go to her back. Can you understand you had a back problem, please? Maybe you can ask someone, okay?
Yeah.
I want to say hips. She's taken me to her hips. So there would have been a problem with hips as well, okay?
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I remember like this.
As I see this lady would have put on some weight around the middle as she got older, please, okay?
Yeah.
This lady was a good homemade cook. She knew how to cook, how to look after everyone, okay?
Yeah.
Can you understand, please, a lady on the earth plane that's very low at the moment around you? Can I go to mum, please?
What, on the earth plane?
Can you understand a lady, if it's not mum, who's like a mum around you, who's a bit low at the moment?
Yeah, I can probably, yeah, I'll take that.
Who's Betty? Elizabeth in spirit, please. Would have been Elizabeth, but known as Betty.
Don't know.
Okay.
Not great names, not.
August for a passing, please. August for a passing.
I'll have to look into that.
Because he's a man.
Yeah. Names, dates, they'll forget it all.
Right. Paints. Have you painted, please?
No.
Who's painting? I want to give oil on canvas. Painting.
I know somebody does.
Thank you. Okay.
He's very good.
Yeah, but very artistic. Okay. You've got several gifts. Okay, if you want to use them. If you used to sit there and just doodle, you would see a little face. Okay?
Right.
Thank you. Can you understand, please, that can I give you a mother's love from Spirit?
Yeah.
January. Why is Mum talking about January? What's significant? There must be something significant about the month of January. And she's given me the month of June as well. So think about those,
I think
okay?
about them. Yeah.
Okay, can you understand Mum would have gone very quickly at the end?
Yeah.
Can you understand, please, it's like someone couldn't get there. Someone couldn't get there.
Don't know.
Okay, she just said someone couldn't get there, but it was okay.
No.
Right, she loved you to bits. She
Well,
still
yeah.
loves you to bits. Okay, you look like Mum.
Yeah.
Okay. But Mum was very, very active. Do you understand? In her younger days, she was
Oh
active.
God, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And I want to say, please, that she just felt, she's telling me, she felt useless at the end because she had no energy. Please, can you understand? That she was drained of energy. But she said, I'm fine now. Can you understand the link of cancer there, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Can you understand that someone would have a gentleman's wristwatch, please? Just someone said about a gentleman's. Someone had. I was left a gentleman's wristwatch was left behind, and someone had the wristwatch, and someone must have a ring of Mum's. Okay.
I don't know. Dad, I don't know.
No more tears.
I don't know.
Okay. You've seen Mum, please. Maybe very, very quick,
Right,
briefly, but you have seen Mum because she has shown herself to you, and she's going to show herself to you a bit more plainly so that you will see her. Okay? You've seen the Spirit physically. Do you understand?
Yeah, sometimes I've.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Don't doubt what you're given.
Right, okay, yeah.
Okay? Don't doubt. Don't doubt at all.
No.
You've got a lovely gift, and it's up to you if you want to use it, but I think you should use it.
Right, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But never doubt what you've got. And never doubt what they give you. If they give you a bunch of bananas, give someone a bunch of bananas. What I was told by a lady years ago, Sylvia Burns, I sat with Sylvia years ago in Circle, and Sylvia said to me, if they give you a bunch of bananas, hand it out as a message. I was that's daft, and I was working somewhere one night, and I said to someone, I've got to give you a bunch of bananas, and they can take it. So I thought, right, I know. So go with the flow, because different symbols mean different things to different mediums.
Different people, yeah.
Okay? And so the colours, different things to different mediums. But I'll leave that with you. Can I go to the lady by the wall, please?
Oh God.
Don't worry, I'm house trained. I don't bite.
And the spirit animals are as well.
Can I have your name? What's your name?
It's Lindsay.
Lindsay. Lindsay, as I come over there to you, can you understand that you wear the actor's mask? You could look all bright and bubbly and breezy on the outside, but you could be falling apart on the inside. Do you understand? I've got to give a gentleman, and as he comes close to me, he's taken the wind right out of my sails here. He would have had chest problems and breathing difficulties, but he's taken me to his lungs, please. Okay? I thought there would have been a link of cancer in the esophagus area there, please. Do you understand, gentlemen, please? Thank you. Thank you. And it's now clear in my throat. Thank you. I want to say the gentleman was a very, very strong man. When he was fit and well and healthy, he said, I was a strong man. He said, but I don't want anyone to think of me as I passed. I want people to remember me as I was. Yeah. Okay? Can you understand, please, that there's been the snowball experience with you? It's been one thing after the other, one thing after the other. And it's like it's gathered pace, and it's like it's flattened me on the floor. Do you understand? Yeah. And can you understand this with passings as well, going back? Yeah. Would have been one after the other. Yeah. Okay? Thank you. And I want to say that, you know, I know that feels like I lost 4 people in 3.5 years, including both my parents. So I know what it feels like. You know, even mediums are not immune. Okay? I want to say, but not to look back and not to dread about losing anyone else. Okay? Because they won't take that fear away. Because when that happens, you kind of think, oh God. And then someone said, they're gathering. I think, well, they're gathering for now, you know. But they want to take that away, okay? They don't want you to look back. They want you to look forwards. Can you understand a mother's love in spirit, please? It's not mum, it's nan.
Yeah.
Okay? But very much like a mother's love. Okay? I want that.
Probably not to me, no.
But she comes across with a mother's love. Yeah. It's the only way I can bring it across. Yeah. Okay? Can you understand mum being low at the moment? Yeah. Can you understand that she just needs picking up a little bit?
She's a stubborn old bugger. She doesn't like help.
And I want to say that, you know, help is always the last thing that someone will ask for, but she will ask. Okay? It's just like she feels useless at the moment is what I've been given. Do you understand? Yeah. And she doesn't want to give up any of her independence or doing anything, and it's the last thing she wants to ask help for, but she will, okay? Nan was the same, she was stubborn. She was it's like moving Paddy McGinty's goat, do you understand? But she also had the temper with it. Yeah. Can you understand Scottish links, please? Scottish links. And I have to give Welsh links as well, maybe in holiday links, but she's talking about Welsh links, so I don't know if it's holiday. But I want to say that someone had the Scottish temper. Someone had the Scottish temper, she's talking about, okay? She said that you're also stubborn as well.
Can be.
Well, I don't know.
I'm headstrong.
I can only say what Nan's telling me, because it's like you follow suit, because you come from a good stock, this is what she's saying, and it was stubborn stock. But this saw Nan through a lot, okay, and your great-grandmother through a lot as well, okay? Can you understand a child's love from spirit, please? Yeah. And I've got to give that love over, okay? And children grow up in spirit exactly the same way as they grow up here. No more looking back, okay? And I want to say no more blaming yourself is what I've been told to say, okay? So if you can understand that, because I don't, I hope you can. John, can you understand the name of John in spirit, please, also?
No.
And Jack. I want to go back for Jack. Okay, maybe there's someone you can ask. Yeah. Maybe ask Mum about Jack. Okay, and John. Okay. I want to say, please, on father's side of the family, there's a very strong male link here. And I want to give a granddad on dad's side of the family, please. Did you know granddad, please? Can you understand that he was a very strong-minded man? And he said it, please or offend. And I'm telling him here, I can't put it across the way that he wants to put it across, because he saw no colour, he just saw black and white. he was quite tunnel vision, he was telling me here, okay? And he would have had vision problems when he got older, he's telling me, okay? I want to say that Grandad didn't mean to hurt or offend, he just thought he could just say it because it's best to say things, get it out in the open and get it done and dusted. Do you understand? Because there's words need saying around you, or someone around you needs words to be said. Do you understand? A situation, we don't open it up, okay? But if there's words to be said, the words will be given to you in a way that will come across, but it won't come across as too direct, okay? You've got to let someone know where you stand. Do you understand?
Well, we were just talking about that on the way over here today.
You both link together, please. Friends.
Right, yeah.
Can I have your name, please?
Abby.
Can you understand that whoever it is linked, this is linked to kind of both of you, please? Okay. Can you understand whoever it is, who's got jealousy surrounding them? Because whatever it is, it's like nick a jealousy there as well. Okay? The situation has gone on too long. Do you understand? Yeah? Yeah, it's gone on too long, is what I can say. They've been earwigging. Okay. April.
I'm asking them for guidance.
April for a birthday, please.
My brother and my sister.
August for a passing.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got mail.
Can you understand the name of Sarah on the earth plane, please?
Oh God.
Oh,
No.
my middle name's Sarah.
Sarah on the airplane.
Sarah?
Okay. Horrible person.
No, I don't know. I only give it over, okay? Don't shoot me, I'm the messenger. I've got a lady here who would have had false teeth and they're rattling around in my mouth because they were too big. I don't know if she lost weight, I don't know if her gums shrunk or something, but these teeth just rattling around in my mouth. And this lady would have liked to talk to the dozen as well.
Yeah.
She loved to talk. Okay? And I want to say that she is very much around you. Can you take, please, a grandmother's love also on your mum's side of the family?
Yep.
Can you understand that this lady, she, I want to say she liked to interfere a little bit. She liked to know what was going on. She would have done a good neighbourhood watch.
That would have been my grandma. Yeah, it was definitely. Yeah. She never left her house, but she knew what was going on.
And I've got to give a lady here, now she's, as I see her, she looks like, you won't remember, she was too young, but she looks like Ina Sharples at Coronation Street. She's got the old hairnet on and she wore the old rollers, and to look at her, you wouldn't want to meet her down the dark alley, down the dark night. But she had a heart of gold. Okay?
Really?
This is what she's telling me, okay? This lady, though she come across as someone different, it's like she didn't know how to come across sometimes, okay?
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Because she would have wanted to say something nice, but what came out of her mouth could have been completely different. Okay, thank you. Who's Sandra? Oh, around you on the earth plane, Sandra. A friend? Sandra?
Sharon.
Can you understand Liverpool links?
Oh, my family support Liverpool.
Okay, well, I just want to put links. Okay. I just want to say, please, with the lady there as well, to just be a bit more positive, okay? Because sometimes it is hard. When we go through a difficult situation, it is difficult to be positive. They're just telling you to be a bit more Keep your chin up, love. I've got a lady here telling you, okay? Lovely lady on Dad's side of the family. I want to be a grandmother.
Okay.
But she just won't tell you to keep your chin up, okay?
Yeah. Should be the one getting kicked up the backside as well.
This lady would have said it as she thought it, saw it, okay? And she didn't mean anything nasty. She just would have said, right, come on, pull yourself together, shake you a bit, you can do it, go and do it, okay? And there's nothing that you cannot do. And this is a lady here that's making me go like this, okay? This lady, please, I've got a gentleman here, and in his pockets always would have been toffees, like Werther's Originals. I can just feel toffee wrappers in my pockets, please. Okay, this gentleman would have always had sweets, and I've also got imperial mints, a lady that liked imperial mints as well, here as well, okay? Thank you. I want to say, please, with both of you, the way ahead is much smoother, okay? Much smoother, okay? Sit down, think about what you want to do, go with your gut instinct, because you've got a good gut instinct, okay?
Never lets me
And
down.
you know if someone's giving you a load of, okay? So go with it. The lady there also, can you go with your gut instinct as well? And they want to put a smile. Can you understand a child's love and spirits, please? May not link to you, but I've got a link to the family.
Maybe.
Would have been a miscarriage.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I want to say, going back, there would have been a tragic passing of twins. So I'm going back in the family for this. So if you can ask or find out, would have been a tragic passing of twins. I feel I'm going back for this in someone's memory here, okay? Who's just had their hair done? Because someone's saying they like their hair. Like your hair. Who's had your hair done?
This is my natural colour. I've just recently
No, someone just...
embraced it.
They're not saying they like the hair.
Thanks.
Okay,
I'm not sure.
thank you. And before I leave both of you, who can take Andy?
Andy. Yeah.
Okay. And as I said, Andy, I've got to go back to watch with Mother with Andy Pandy. With Andy Pandy sitting in front of me, okay? But I want to say, they want to bring that childhood fun back again, because it's been very, very, can I say low? Okay? And I want to give you that sense of fun, the sense of smiling and laughing again, okay? And whoever Sharon is, don't worry about it. Okay? Hope you can take that. Thank you. Can I come to the gentleman in front? Have your name, please. As I come over to you, can you understand that times have been tough? I've seen you here before, but I can't remember I never remember what I've said. I never remember what I've said, okay? Times have been tough. It's been a tough path, but it's going to get easier, and you've got to believe in yourself, okay? You've got to believe that you can achieve, and you can go further. You're very, very soft-hearted. This is what I'm being told here by a gentleman who comes very, very close to you, and I've got to give you a grandfather's love on father's side of the family. Can you understand this gentleman? He would have loved to have been out in the garden. He loved the fresh air. Okay? But this gentleman, though he would have come across very, very tough, he had a soft side to him inside. Okay? But he's saying there's nothing wrong in being a pink marshmallow inside for him. He said, because he's learned through you. And he's saying, thank you. Okay? So he's quite a tough man I've got here. Quite a tough man. I want to say that this man could have come across as quite a hard man sometimes as well. Hard to get under his shell to find out who exactly he was. Okay? So he said, don't hide your light under a bushel, mate. He said, you get out there, show the world who you are. He said, and you're going to be okay. Who likes music? can you understand I just want to put a stress ball in your hand, okay, because you've been very, very stressed. It's a lot of stress, okay? But it's going to get easier. You've been through the tough times, I've been told, and it'll get easier. But you've got a lovely link of working with spirit there yourself, okay? I'll put red around you, and that is for energy, and I see green, and green to me is emotional healing, okay? Because as I say, colours, different mediums are different, okay, mean different things. I want to give you the love of being outdoors as well, in the open air. And I want to say, if you get low, just go out for a walk and breathe the air. This is what this gentleman's telling you. Can you understand the name of Larry? With an animal? A dog? Larry?
Not sure.
Well, this little scruffy old thing here, and I've got to go back for him. Larry, he would have been family. Okay, I'll leave that with you, but I am going back.
Could be on my dad's side.
I am going back. There must be a photograph, a black and white photograph of a gentleman with his dog. Okay? Who kept pigeons? Someone kept pigeons.
A friend who had kept.
Okay, thank you. And I've also got to give a gentleman here that loved the races. He would have had a bet now and again on the GGs. He's got betting slips here, okay? Especially the Grand National. You like the Grand National. I just want to say, please, just come across quickly, just to say hello, and just to say, come on, things are going to get better. Okay? And remember, you're a lovely man. Okay? Can I come to the lady there, please?
Hi.
Hi, can I have your name?
Julie.
Can you understand, please? I've got a lovely lady that comes very close to you, and I've got to give her mum's love, please.
Yes.
Can you understand that you look like mum?
I think so.
Around the eyes.
Yes.
She overshadows you, okay?
Yeah.
Can you understand that mum would have gone very, very quickly at the end?
Yes.
Towards the end. And it's almost like someone didn't get a chance to really say goodbye.
Yeah.
But she says that's no problem. She knew the thoughts with her, but she knew someone was holding her hand.
Yeah, my sister.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, my niece.
She loves you to bits and she still loves you. Okay? And her love will always be with you. Either I feel that mum hasn't been passed along, or else I can still go back there and it feels not very long. Do you understand? Thank you. Mum says, I know what it felt like to grieve because she grieved over her mum. Okay?
Yes.
But she says, I love you and thank you for what you said. Thank you for what you've done. And she knew you were there with her. Okay? Mm-hmm. Can you understand something personal was read out at the funeral? She's talked about something personal. And something personal, a red rose was placed on the coffin lid.
Mm-hmm.
And something personal was placed in the coffin with her. I don't know if it's a letter or photo or something someone put in there, or asked to be put in there, please. Okay? I've got to give you yellow with this lady. Okay? So I want to say, Mum brings in the sunshine, but there would have been a liking for yellow somewhere along the line. But yellow is also golden, it's uplifting. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Can you understand? I see animals with you. I see lots of animals.
Jack Russell and
Yeah.
Chihuahua.
And as I spoke about that beautiful poem, The
Yes.
Rainbow Bridge, I just see the
Yeah.
Rainbow Bridge. Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes.
Thank you. And they're just coming very close to you there. Okay. I want to say that things have been a bit tough lately. Do you understand? But Mum's there and she's helping you through it. I've got to give you a father's love as well. Okay? And Dad is there with Mum.
Together.
Okay? Together. Okay? Together forever. That's what I've been given.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Can you understand that Dad would have had breathing difficulties? Would have been breathing difficulties.
I think so.
And it would have been a tightness of the chest as well, wouldn't it? okay? It's like bronchial pneumonia.
Yes.
Thank you. Again, he's just clearing my throat there as well. Thank you. I've got to give a gentleman here that would have passed with a cancerous link and it would have affected his voice box.
Yes.
Thank you, because he's just coming in and I'm saying, can you just step back? He's just affecting my voice box. Thank you. I've got to give a lady that would have had a heart attack.
My nan.
Thank you. And I've got to give a very strong lady. Very strong lady, okay?
Yeah.
She was strong-minded.
Oh, yes.
Very, very,
Yes.
very strong-minded. Who's Gladys? In spirit, Gladys.
Gladys.
Gladys. A lady called Gladys. Going back, okay? Can you understand, please, that you have a lovely healing with you? I've got to put nursing with you.
I'm a carer, senior carer.
So you do a lot of nursing, but it is, you are a lot of healing there with you, okay? And as you go in, you understand. As I've worked with children
Yes.
for 28
That's
years,
right. I just heard you there. That's
you
right.
work with the elderly,
That's right.
okay?
Yeah.
But you have that affinity, as I have that affinity, and always have had that affinity with working with children, which goes back to my parents because they were foster carers for many
Right.
years, okay? But you have that affinity with the elderly, okay? And I want to say that you have actually helped people pass.
A lot.
And they come back around you and they're helping you. And
Wow.
they'll say, thank you. Thank you, especially one gentleman in particular. I've got a gentleman here, okay? You gave him the time of day when others didn't give him the time of day. I've got an elderly man here, okay? And this man would have come across as quite a busybody old boy, but he said that was just the way that he was, but you listened to me.
Oh,
You listened to me. Albert, the name of Albert, please, would have been known as Billy. Thank you. Who's Pearl?
Sorry?
Pearl.
Pearl.
The name of Pearl. In spirit, but a lady named Pearl also. I leave that name with you as well. Sometimes we walk out of here the next day, it's like a
Yeah,
night,
sure.
okay? But you've got a very, very strong energy, and you're a lovely lady, a very spiritual lady. You've got to be proud of yourself.
I am.
Can you understand a ring belonging to Mum? Who's got a ring of Mum's, please? And who's got a gentleman's wristwatch?
His brother.
Thank you. Who's got Mum's earrings, pearl earrings?
His sister.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I've got to give a pair of dangly earrings as well. Because they've gone to my earrings, they're dangly earrings.
Sister.
Thank you. Thank you. I want to say, please, that things are going to get much easier for you. Please take their love. They just want to push you forwards and forwards. Can you understand the lady here that would have a very, very strong Christian link? She's given the song, the hymn on the Christian soldiers. And she would have owned a little white Bible. Maybe going back for this lady, but she would have had a very, very strong Christian link. And as I see this white Bible, she's given me a rose to hand them both to you. I'll leave that with you. I think I may be going back to grandmother, a grandmother.
I think I was going to say.
Okay. But this lady knew where she was going. She wasn't afraid. She knew where she was going. She said, I believe in God.
Yes.
And she said, as God saw me through so much, he will do the same for you. What God can do for others, he can do for you.
Sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you.
Can I go to the lady sitting next to you, please? Hello?
Me.
Yes. Can I have your name?
Nora.
Nora. Nora, can you understand Mum's love?
Yes.
Can you understand you look like your mum?
Yeah.
Can you understand your mum was a very stubborn lady?
Yeah.
And she's saying you're also a very stubborn lady as well. Yeah? She means that with a lot of love. Can you understand that when you need to ask for help, you need to ask for help?
Yeah.
Because mum never did. She didn't want to. Because to give up her personal care or to give up anything was the last thing she wanted to do. But she said, please don't be like me, ask for help. Okay? I've got Dad's love there with her. Okay? And I've got, what's that, George. The name of George just been given to me. Okay? I want our mother's side of the family for George. And I've got Bill, William, the name William, but he would have been known as Bill. Okay?
Yeah.
I leave those names with you, okay? Can you understand an RAF link going back?
Yeah.
Thank you. And I've got to give servicemen.
Yes.
And I've got to give the army as well. Someone would have been in the army also. Yeah, they're just talking about the veterans, and someone would have been at the D-Day landings in Normandy. I'm just seeing it, and someone would have been on the beach. They came back, but they would have been on the beach, but they came back on the ship, okay? But it would have stayed with this gentleman. The memory would have stayed with him, okay? There's a lot of love around you, and a lot of healing around you also, okay? And don't worry. All right, they're saying don't worry. They're not calling you over there yet, so stop worrying. Can you understand your back, your bottom of your back,
Yeah.
please? And it's very, very difficult sometimes with walking.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
There's a lovely blue healing light around you. Can I quickly go to the gentleman sitting next to you, please? Can I have your name? Gary. Gary, as I'm coming to you there, please, can you understand Dad's loving spirit?
No.
Can you understand Grandfather's loving spirit, a man that was like a dad? Who was a gentleman in spirit that come across to you like a father's love? Okay? Okay, hold on a minute.
Yeah, I've got possibly one person.
You both together, mum and son?
Yeah.
Thank you. I've got to give a gentleman there that is there that's come across with a father's love. Okay? Someone say a grandfather, but someone's come across like that. Can you be proud of yourself? Because you're a lovely man. But you really beat yourself up, is what I'm being told. Okay? You're good enough. You're more than good enough. And you're more than capable, is what I'm being told to tell you here, okay? Who's Grace? The name of Grace? In spirit. Spirit. I'm going back. Albert is giving me this name, Albert. Okay, I'll leave that with you, okay? Can you understand around you? It's been a bit hectic around you also, please. Yeah. Work-wise, and everything like that. And it's like your head gets so crammed sometimes, okay? To get a 40, they'd have to get a can opener, do you understand?
Yeah.
But it is going to get easier.
Yeah.
It is going to get easier. And someone around you likes to tell people what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and what time to do it. Do you understand? Someone around you,
Yeah.
a bit like that. Ignore them, they're
Yeah.
saying. Just ignore them, okay?
I'm not going to listen to you then.
Oh no, that isn't what I meant. I've got to give a gentleman with this, okay? Thank you. Can you understand the name of Jack in spirit, please? Thank you. And can you understand the name of Robert? Would have been Bob. Robert, but might have been known as Bob.
On you on this side.
Okay.
Right.
If it's on the earth plane, he needs healing, please. Just needs sorts of healing, upliftment, thank you. I just want to give that over to both of you, okay? But again, I've got to tell the lady to stop worrying. Okay, that's what they want me to tell you to do. Stop worrying.
Okay.
Who's Betty? Would have been Elizabeth, but Betty, going back. Okay, I'll leave that with you. But I've got to go through the photographs for these people, okay?
Yeah.
Because someone's been looking through photograph albums.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's been like looking back,
Yeah.
okay? But they all come around you, but they're not calling you over there. But that's just their memories are good, but you've still got memories to make, okay? I'll leave that both with you. Thank you.
Yeah, could you break
Go to the lady in the middle,
Thank
please.
you.
Can I have your name?
Janet.
Janet, can you understand I've got a father's love here, please?
Yes.
Can you understand that as Dad comes in, he's giving me building works? I don't know who wants a brick wall or something outside being done, but I'm being shown a brick wall outside the garden. Okay?
Not quite a brick wall, but there's been a lot of things
Okay.
going on.
Can you
building work.
understand that as I'm seeing this brick wall, I'm not very big, it's got a crack in it. Oh, and so there's been some cracks.
It's a wall with steps, and they had to redo them because they weren't done right.
They would have had a crack in them a bit, okay? It's nothing to worry about. He's saying it's caused you a lot of stress. And it has caused you stress, okay? You've been messed around,
Yes.
Dad's telling me here, okay?
Yes.
And he's going like this, your dad, okay? Your dad is running out of patience, or running out of patience with it, okay? Because he said he doesn't want you to be messed around any longer, okay? Your dad would have got to a certain point, and then if anyone crossed the point, they would have known it. Do you understand? He had patience, but his patience could have run out at the end. Do you understand?
I don't remember.
It's just what I feel with Dad, okay? I want to say, who's Bill in spirit connected to you, please?
Oh.
Might have been William again, shortened to Bill, but I've got to give you a Bill in spirit.
Can't place the bill.
Can either of the ladies either side you take Bill in spirit? Okay, around here. Okay. You've not been sleeping very well either.
Some nights, yeah.
Tossing and turning,
Yeah.
tossing and turning. Can you understand Mum's love in spirit as well?
Yes.
Thank you. And I've got a sister here. If there's a sister or a sister-in-law, I've got a sister.
Not
To-
in spirit.
Your mum kept everything closed in. Do you understand? Your mum wouldn't have let much out. She kept everything close to her chest.
Yes, in some ways, yes.
Mum would have had a miscarriage. Maybe you wouldn't have
I
known.
didn't know.
But this is what she's telling me, what I'm feeling, okay? I don't add, I don't detract, I just give it, okay? Can you understand Jack Russell in spirits, please?
I can't think of it, but I want to say yes. I don't know what. There must be a memory somewhere. Don't remember.
And who had a Doberman pincher?
Oh gosh, I don't know that one.
Okay, all right. I want to say that someone would have gone to greyhound racing or race greyhounds. I've got a greyhound here. Who had the link? Okay. Okay, I'll get them to... Can I come to the lady here? Can I have your name?
Yvonne.
Yvonne. Yvonne, do you know a gentleman going back that liked to have a bet on the GGs? It just comes in I've got to go to grandfather, please. On father's side of the
I
family.
didn't know either of my grandfathers,
Okay.
but could have been.
Can you understand country links where they lived? Would you have understood grandparents or something? They didn't live in town, they lived on the outskirts or the edge of town. So I want to go to a rural. I don't want to go.
From London.
The East End.
Yes.
Got the Roman Road.
Not that.
Hackney.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Dalston Road.
I've heard of Dalston Road, but
Yeah.
Hackney definitely.
And there would have been links to Waltham Cross as well. Waltham. I've got to give the dogs around there because someone would have gone to the dog greyhound.
Quite
But it's
possible.
going back. Dog, yeah, that's where, yeah, thank you. That's where I'm being taken, okay? Walthamstow dog track is where I'm being taken. Okay. I want to say, please, that I've got a lady here, and she was a tough old girl. It's the only way I can describe her. And as I see this lady, she's got the old wraparound pinion, and she would have had some meat around the middle of her, and she would have said it as she saw it. And there would have been some choice words there with her as well. This lady was a hard-working woman. She would have got down on her hands and knees and scrubbed the floor. I am going to the East End here, okay? I've got to go in the old parlour. I've got the hearth with the fire grate here as well. So I am going back to grandparents, okay? I want to go to the name of Jeannie. They give me a name of Jeannie here. Jean, but or Jeannie. So I've got to link a Jeannie around
I'll
there.
take that.
Okay. I can only give that name. Okay. I want to say also, please, that this lady, she wouldn't have had a lot in hand, but what she had, she kept it sparkling clean. You could have walked into a house, would have been a teapot with the old-fashioned tea cosy, cups and saucers, no mugs. There always would have been a brew on. Okay?
Could have been way back, yeah.
But I've got to give that, okay? You just need to take a bit of time for yourself. Do you understand why she's saying this?
Yes.
Okay? Because you think of everyone, you put everyone first and you put yourself last. But she's saying you've got to put yourself first, okay?
Yes.
Can you understand a link going back with a child who had spina bifida in the family? And maybe going back for this as well, maybe this is something that you've got to find out. 1950s, okay? Early 50s. So maybe you can find out the child didn't survive, okay?
Right, yes.
Can you understand, please, that you want evidence?
Yes.
You're a lady that just wants evidence, okay?
Yes.
Well, every medium tries their best, okay? I've got to say, please, if you find this at Tracy, you will find this, okay? Who's Mary in spirit, please? Mary.
An aunt.
Thank you. And I have to give the name of Elizabeth as well, would have been linked to her. And I have to give April, but I have to give the month of April for a birthday.
Yes, yes.
Okay? I want to give November for a passing as well. Okay? Thank you. I want to say, please, that things are going to get better. Okay? And you just need to be a bit more, get your chin up.
Yes.
Can you understand lots of pain?
Yes.
Lots of pain, okay? And I'm saying it really is painful, but you still manage to smile,
Most of the time.
okay? But there's lots of healing around you, okay? Who like gladioli? The flowers, gladioli.
For some reason I want to say my nan. And this is going way back. I just want to
And
say
primroses as well. I've got to give the spring flowers. Primroses, lily of the valley. I've got to give the perfume, lily of the valley, as well. A very sweet perfume.
That's more on my mother-in-law's side.
And they show me sweet peas as well. The flowers, sweet peas, okay?
Yes.
I want to say, please, that I've got to give links to France as well.
Yes.
Okay? And who's got a ring belonging to a lady in spirit, please?
I have somewhere.
Thank you.
Disappeared at the moment.
And before I leave you, I just want to say, please, that your mum in spirit, please.
Yes.
Can you understand that she's very close to you?
Yes.
And this lady, she did love you and she does love you, but she found it hard to show it sometimes. Do you understand?
Through illness, yes.
But she's still so grateful for what you did.
Yes, I
And
can
you
take
did
that.
do a lot for your mum. Can you understand doing her hair for her?
Yes, yes.
And it meant everything to her,
Thank you.
everything. Because again, to give up personal care was the last thing she wanted to give up, okay? Even she even wanted to look nice laid out in a box. Do you understand? She just give it to me.
That's how I wanted her to look as well.
Yeah, that's what she just give it to me, okay? She said, when I'm tidy, I look nice laid out. I wanted it like a joke because she looked really good because she was in like Scunthorpe. She was in like somewhere before the week before, you know, by the seaside. But she said, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to say, please, can you understand the name of Margaret?
Yes.
And the name of Rose as well.
Possibly, yes.
Thank you, and I'll leave their love with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can do one more if you want to, or you can finish. It's up to you.
A quick one. Someone just said a quick one. Oh, who am I with? I think I'm with the lady in there, please. Can I have your name?
Val.
Val. Well, we'll see if we get two for the price of one, but I don't know. Are you both linked together, please? Mother and daughter?
No. Aunt and
You look like mother and daughter. Mother and daughter, okay. I want to say, please, Val, can you understand a mother's love in spirit?
yes.
Can you understand that you look like dad's side of the family?
Yes.
But can you understand your dad was a lovely man
Yes.
and he comes very close to you? Okay, and he gives you such a will of iron at the moment, okay? There's a link to look after yourself with the winter, with the chest, okay, because flu, coughs and colds.
Yes.
And I want to say, please, that Dad had chest problems as well, but heart problems also.
No.
He's given me, who's the gentleman with the link with the heart attack?
Father-in-law.
Thank you. Dad's in-laws, outlaws, they all come. Yeah. I want to say this gentleman, I've got a gentleman in spirit, would have been here 1 minute and he just dropped the next. He's just saying he was there 1 minute and how he's given it to me, I'll drop down dead the next. But this man, he wouldn't have wanted to lay there and he wouldn't have wanted to suffer. He said it was a shock and I'm sorry to those that I left behind, but that's the way that I would have wanted it, okay? So I have to go in the family, okay? Who's Albert and Lily connected to you, please?
Their families.
Thank you. And can you understand, please, budgies? Someone that kept budgies, please? And I've got to go back for someone that would have kept a parrot or parakeet, and what come out of its beak, I couldn't stand here in an open forum and say, but show us your knickers, must have come into it somewhere, okay? Can you understand the name of George, please?
Yes.
Thank you. And Albert, as I say again. And I want to say, please, that they're all very much around you to uplift you at the moment, okay? Who's got lower back problems? Thank you. And I've got to go into your hip as well, okay? And you wear the actor's mask, because although you look bright and bubbly on the outside, you could be falling apart on the inside, but you would never let anyone know, because your motto is, everyone's got problems, no one wants to hear my problems, okay?
That's right.
But you are a lovely lady, very spiritual lady, okay? Lovely link of spirit, okay? Who was a lady that passed with cancer? She was cremated and no one knew what to do with her ashes. There was a bit of argy-bargy about it.
Well, might be.
Okay, but in the end they come to a decision with Scatter or Rose, okay, but she's standing there and she's saying I'm fine. I've got to give a link of cancer with this lady, please.
didn't have cancer. No, it's my mother that had cancer.
I want to say, please, that things have been a bit tough for you. Do you understand? And Mum's standing there and she's saying it's going to get better. But she's so emotional, your mum. Okay? Remember me how I used to be. No, remember me as I was. And can you understand a poem or something that was said, that don't stand at my grave and weep, for I did not die, something like that, you understand? But I've got to give a cremation, okay? But she was standing there next to you and she's standing there next to you now, okay? Thank you. I believe that's all I've got, but can you please take their love? I'm sorry I couldn't get round to all of you, but please know you've all got more than one person here with you. Thank you.
We had lots of lovely laughs tonight, didn't we? That was a nice uplifting one. I'm going to be a pain now and make you do closing prayer.
I hate to be what my voice is going to come out like.
We'll just plain spirit. A plain spirit, it'll be fine.
I sound like I come from Norfolk.
Right.
Okay, if you'd just like to join us, we just close the evening down. And again, just enter into that peace and silence. Oh, dear Father God, great Spirit of infinite love, we ask for a blessing to be placed in each and every one here, in each and every family that's represented. We ask that the doors of this sanctuary always to be open for those to learn, to walk through, to learn that life is indeed everlasting. We ask for a safe journey home to all. God bless. Amen.